Jimmy's such a good girl. Seems like every time I come outside, I bust her cleaning one of my trucks.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm repelling rain.
She's rain-Xing his windows.
What'd you do with the rain-X?
I didn't do anything with it. Thank you, honey. Love you. We're getting ready to go get Boomer's sling, which is going to be very helpful because I can just stick the sling on the back. My buddies Scott and Adam at Intermountain Innovations got the sling all fixed up, redid it, fixed a bunch of cracks, weak stuff, made it nice. They make nice stuff. But what?
What's that secret little pink anodized lever on the bottom?
That's the micro lock for the brakes, to lock the brakes on, which works sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it works. But yeah, it'll make it a lot easier. We can put the sling on there, hook up to these trucks that have front bumpers and roll, and not even have to use the trailer. Just haul it down there. What?
That guy looks like he should be fired up and just take off.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, I like him.
That's Homer's body plan.
That would be the equivalent of Homer in a GMC.
Homer in a new suit.
Except that's a 1 ton and Homer's a 2 ton. He's a big boy. Anyway, we're gonna go get the sling. Let's go get the sling. Trouble. I gave Thunder a facelift today. Jamie said she didn't notice any difference, but I did. Check the video that showed
I
it
want to make
last time.
sure his eye lenses never turn yellow because those are my favorite eyeballs on those cars.
Yeah, I don't know if his will. I think they might be glass. He's got all the AMG hookups. There's nothing cheesy on that.
Kenmore!
He's renting.
Kenmore!
He'll drive up on the trailer. That guy will drive up on the trailer. Bananarama will drive up on the trailer.
Bananarama's going to drive all the way there.
Yeah, Intermountain Innovations. These are the guys that do all my fab stuff for me. They hooked up Tug's forks, and he's been picking up trucks and stuff. And there's the bed for Boomer. It's my project that they're working on. And there's part of his cab. They're stretching the cab. I'll show it to you in a minute. But we're here to pick up my sling for my tow truck. They went through and redid because it had some issues. It was not safe.
They got another cool machine here.
But oh yeah, and this is what Steve does right here. He makes these slabs out of wood. They got a slabber over there that's powered by a Mopar Slant 6. Pretty cool stuff. That's what Steve does right there. My buddy Steve. He's gonna go get our fifth wheel for us. Probably early next week. Anyway, let's go look at my sling and let's go check out Boomer. Down here hanging out with my buddy Steve till Adam gets out. His truck's down right now, so we got to hold up on getting the fifth wheel. But Adam redid my whole sling. Those yellow pipes or pipes that I gave him, but he welded new ends on them. And the other stuff was just all bent and cracked. And I'll get a better shot of this when I put it on, but I can tell he did a really good job. He always does. Adam does.
Probably hold up better than them thinner pipes.
Yeah, Adam does spectacular work. This is my project truck Boomer that he's been working on for a while. And I am not cracking the whip on this dude because he is doing some awesome work on this. He's integrated this 1955 GMC cab onto this 2007 King Ranch floor pan and firewall. The idea with this truck is to have all the modern features on an old school truck. He's going to stretch his cab out. I've already made an extra long bed to go on it, and it's going to be a beast. And I call it Boomer. He custom fabricated that whole radiator core support right there, and trust me, there was a lot involved with him doing that. And he has grafted this cab onto the old firewall where I can utilize all the new heating and air conditioning stuff, and he's just doing a spectacular job. I get jazzed every time. This is before, so this is what he's doing. That's the new firewall and the engine and stuff from the front forward, and that's the old cab, and he actually hand makes all this stuff. And welds each piece in there, and he's not just scabbing it together. The guy does just top quality work. He's actually put a lot of time into making sure that my ducting matches up, and the plenums are all working. He's making sure water has places to drain, and really impressed with the work he's doing. Good guy, real good guy, knows his stuff. We're getting ready to head out to the property. Kind of rainy, probably going to be soggy out there, but we got to keep moving forward. Anyway, the reason I'm showing you this lovely box van is because that's kind of on today's list of things to get running. Now, it doesn't need much to be running. I bought this from a wrecking yard that was closing down, and it was blocking one of their roads, and they couldn't get it running. They sold it to me for $1,000. I got it running, and I've been using it to store a lot of my parts in, but right now it's a moving truck with a lift gate, a hydraulic lift gate on the back that works, and it needs a fuel pump. There's a frame sitting out there at the property that I bought from a guy, and the only reason I bought it from him was because it was a 1946 Chevy truck frame, complete with the engine and everything. Anyways, while I was out there looking at it, I did notice an electric fuel pump on it. I just put an electric fuel pump on our Bullfrog dump truck. Cost me $100 to put that on. So I'm going to grab that electric fuel pump, mechanical electrical fuel pump off that frame out there, and see if I can possibly clean it up, get it going, and get this guy going, because we have Farmer John coming over tomorrow. He's going to spend the weekend with us, and I'm going to work him like a dog. Hey, he wants work, and I'm willing to let him live with us while he works. That way we don't have to spend time going and getting him. He can just be working. Good guy. If you can get him on the job site, he's worth his weight in gold. Anyway, I'll try to get this running today with that fuel pump out there, and we'll have Farmer John give this thing a good pressure washing and have a halfway respectable moving van to move. So I also wanted to show you the quality work that Intermountain Innovations did on Homer's sling. And we have a truck out there that's still loaded on Homer. I got to go out there, unload it, and then we're going to go make a short trip up the hill to my buddy Ron, who we bought one truck from, and I did agree to buy another truck from him, a 1938 Chevy, and I got to follow through on that. Wouldn't be getting another truck if it wasn't so close, and I hadn't promised him I would. So let me show you this sling that Intermountain Innovations fixed up for me. Oh, Jed's got a new jacket. Jamie got him a new jacket yesterday. You already been rolling around in the mud, haven't you, old boy?
He's got the weather beater.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to take a moment to show some people. I'm really happy with the work that they do over there. Intermountain Innovations, they're building a project truck for me right now. And they actually fixed these forks on my forklift. Now, I was able to, whenever they broke or cracked, weld them up, but my welds don't look like that. And they did a really good job on these, but they also fixed up my sling. I was really worried about using my sling at all because it had things like this going on, and bent pieces and stuff like that. So this is their idea of what should replace this, and I agree with them 100%. And also, I supplied them with these old pieces of pipe I had that were a lot bigger around than these, and they took and beefed up my whole thing. Now, I have some new rubber to put on there. That wasn't really their responsibility. They're welders, fabricators, great guys over there that do quality work. And I don't think I'm going to have any trouble with this sling at all. If I do, it'll be with the rubber, and it won't be their fault, but we'll get that replaced as soon as we get everything moved out of here. And I just want to give them a shout out because they always do top-notch work down there. It's just...
Look at the size difference.
Yeah, they believe in beefing stuff up and making it right. They're kind of like the people that used to build these old trucks. They make stuff to last, and they don't want to be embarrassed by their work. And I've never seen anything that was less than spectacular that they've made. They do good work, they take pride in their work, and that's why we keep going back to them. Intermountain Innovations in Canby, Oregon. Good people, good shop. So we're gonna run over to the property, unload a truck that's on the back of Homer and Marge, and then we're gonna take a short trip up the street to get a really cool truck. And I normally wouldn't be taking time out of our busy schedule to go get trucks right now, but it's a truck we agreed to buy. We agreed to buy 2 trucks from this guy. We already got one. This will complete our obligation as far as that. And once we get our building up, we're going to be restoring a very rare car for this guy who's had it since it was brand new for free because we like him. It's pretty soupy out here today. Well, really, it needs to be packed in, and we've never had a chance to pack it in.
You want to know what's funny?
But
On the map of the little tributary stream, it comes from there, and it goes around to where we were by our driveway.
that's not good. We're expecting some surprises as far as water flow out here, but it's what we have.
Well, as long as we have tons of really thick gravel, we'll just filter it on.
We still
through.
got a dump truck, and the rock quarry's still 4 miles down the road. But yeah, I could probably jockey that back and forth to get it unstuck. But this is about where I want to put this truck, anyways, over here. And so this is as good a spot as any to get it unloaded. Plus, I want to get over there and get that 38 Chevy, don't you, honey?
Oh,
Pretty cool
yeah.
old truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put some gloves on because I don't have a way to wash my hands.
Well, that's not true.
Well, I go to the
You got a freaking river and a stream, and there's a nice little puddle right there.
and a frothy, cold breakfast coffee drink.
And a baby wipe.
Or gloves.
Or you could just wipe your hands on my butt.
What if I don't cut that out?
Oh, well, I'll have 2 handprints on my butt. What are you laughing at? Yeah, you. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. Oh, there's somebody hiding over there. Digger, what are you hanging out with?
So, you noticed Homer smokes like crazy when you first start him up, but after he's been running for 10 minutes, he doesn't smoke at all.
Why is that, his rings?
Probably hard valve guide seals, little rubber seals on the top.
I
of
know
the
what they
cylinder.
are.
Oh, you probably do.
I do. Look at over here, Digger's all. I'll just move to the ranch and I made me a new friend. I know he's not one of us, but he's an international, and I like him. See, even our trucks like other people. Digger made friends with an international since he's moved
Well, they've been
in.
hanging out together.
Yeah.
The difference between Digger and that international is Digger will start up, drive himself over here.
Yeah, and the difference is Digger's a gossiper. Remember how him and the mule would gossip out back behind the
I
camp?
remember how you used to tell me they were gossiping.
Well, you tell me how old Yeller talks about me biting his ear off.
Old Yeller's got rights to talk about you and your driving.
You want to open that
let's
can of
with Jamie.
worms? You want to open that can of worms?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is a roller.
You didn't know that when you rolled it onto the
Well, he
trailer?
used to have a wheel locked up on him. I didn't know because that thing's going to drag it whether the wheel's locked up or not.
I don't remember things. Like if there was a solid skid mark all the way up.
Yeah, watch it. I'll show you how to unload a truck.
Yeah, watch this. Delivery.
Do me a favor.
Is that a 9-foot bed?
No,
Oh, those steps look mighty long.
that is a factory flatbed.
Not that. Goof this.
Oh, no, that's not a knife.
I know that's a factory
Slide that
flatbed.
forward when I yank on this. Well, up against the tire. Keep going.
Ooh. Wait.
Never mind.
Well, I'm hurt.
No, we're good. This is a great invention. This is called a slow down block.
Looks like a busted up railroad tie to me.
Slow down block. There we go. That's where you put your slow
What's
down
a
block.
speed up block? This is a kind of cool setup. Uh-oh.
Needs a little tug. I don't want to get in front of it when I tug it though.
Can't you stand on the side of it and get leverage on his doors?
I could run my cable from
I
my
know
winch
about-
all the way under the trailer and up to the bumper, but I don't want to do that.
I know about you. You're like Mr. Olympia at one point,
No.
right?
I just need to get this done so I can go pick up
No,
that
but
pickup.
you were Mr.
I
Olympia.
gotta go pick up a pickup.
I know, but you were Mr. Olympia or some weightlifting
Superman. I
Superman.
did win the Superman competition
You
back
did.
in the day.
Back in the day, you mean? Oh, get out of the way!
Hey, get out of the way. See the slow down blocks in action?
Did it even
Yeah.
touch it? It didn't even touch him.
It ran over with the front tire and it slowed it down. That's a slow down
I
block.
got, cause you're like candy, baby. You're hot, sweet, and sticky.
And loaded.
Loaded. Loaded. Loaded.
There go my viewers go encouraging Jamie.
Living after midnight.
Do one of your
Rockin'
commercial jingles, honey.
My commercial.
Like soup or something, because it's cold.
Soup.
Or yeah.
You can roll a Rolo to your friends. Chocolate and caramel ferment to it.
That's not soup. You should have seen her hips.
Oh, no,
when
wait.
She was singing that.
Squirt, squirt, squirt the animals whenever you take a bath.
Soup.
You can squirt the animals with the 4% squirt to make you laugh. I don't know a soup one.
You did a Campbell soup one for me once.
Soup is good food. I don't know.
Good. Viewer tip. Lift with your knees, not with your back. See, I think about your guys' comments when I'm out here doing this stuff. Lift with your knees, not your back.
Yeah, and keep tubs of car parts.
Ain't going.
Keep tubs of car parts far away from your navel piercing. Because I will attest to mine got ripped completely out.
Oh yeah. Jamie had a belly ring or something
Yeah.
in her belly, but she was carrying some heavy part and it ripped her belly ring out.
Yeah. Then I had like, it was weird.
Lifting with my knees, see? And then my arms. Another
Hands down.
viewer said, that I should make little bars that go from here to here and secure the ramps with pins, which I agree
That's
is
a
an
good
awesome
safety
idea.
feature.
Yep. But right now, we still got about 40 trucks to move and that old 38 Chevy to go pick up right now. My plan was to fix the wipers on Hover before we go, but it's not raining right now and the 38 Chevy's just up the road. So I'm just gonna make sure we have the tools to get the job done, and we're gonna go for broke. This guy will probably move now. I'm gonna go ahead and let Homer warm up till he stops smoking, which is probably something I should do all the time anyway. I just figure that extra oil in there helps lube everything up. But we'll let him warm up, and I'm pretty sure he'll walk out of this now. If not, we have devices.
There he goes. That's such a cool old tow truck. He's so beefy driving down the road. Homer and Marge. Ooh, in a muddy, nasty hole. And that's how Rick warms up his tow truck. He's such a goofball. Hi, Bully. Bully, bully, bully. That is the cutest face ever. So awesome. I want to walk down to the stream real quick. See if I can get there before he... Anybody out there knows what... I mean, this is my first diesel truck. Well, actually my third, but my own. What does defueling coolant mean on your super tuner? I never can figure that out. Oh, here we go. I know I don't have much power when it's in that defueling coolant mode. Look at that. Oh man. This is just the stream. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, animals have been going down there. Oh, the beavers have been gnawing on that tree some more. See if I can. Look, they are busy at work. Right there. That is so fresh. I want to see one. So we just dropped off that load Rick had on the back, and now we are up here to get his oldie.
up there on my, that's George. George don't want no accidents. Ron's a pretty good old guy. All right, I'll get your chain back to you as soon as I get her tied down.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's pretty ornate. The way the bed's shaped.
Yeah, they're neat old trucks.
He's got curves. What year is this guy?
Right?
What year is this one?
1938 Chevy.
Oop. I wonder what the story is behind that. That's not a good place.
Don't want slippery hands on the winch controls.
You look like Jet, like you've been rolling in the mud.
I've been crawling. I see it. That might have been enough, huh?
Green shoe, just perfect green Look at that cool dog in there.
Yeah.
Rick's riding the mechanical tow truck.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's why you always wear gloves. That's why you always wear gloves when you do this, Ron.
Because I never wear gloves. Look at my hand.
Look at the there.
That's when you get guys that are soft.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'm soft then.
You're yeller.
Ow!
You're
Not yellow, there's a
You're
difference.
yeller. I admit it to you, Rapunzel, I was yeller.
Yeah, well, old softy's bleeding. Wear gloves. Go back in, Ron? Huh? You go back in? Where do you want the cake? Oh, just, I'm not thinking over here. Right here.
Back up. Back up.
What?
It's not automatic.
Well,
It's Rick-o-matic.
it's your fault.
Why you put gloves on?
Come on. I don't wear gloves.
It's because you're soft.
We've all got that one friend that doesn't wear gloves and doesn't tell you when that happens to him. I gotta strap that bed on there. No, yeah. That's big cable, because this, I know this is only half inch right here. Yeah. I bet you wore gloves when you did that. This is your block. I'll be leaving this here when I pull out. This is my block over here. Yeah, I better put a strap on that bed just to be safe. Or at least to come along. thought I was done for the day, but I forgot to grab that fuel pump that I was talking about earlier. I do keep track of my goal list for each day, and one of my goals was to get our moving van running. And I had bought this frame from a guy out here. It's getting mushy. Bought this frame from a guy out here, and I noticed an electric fuel pump on it. Electric mechanical fuel pump on it. That frame right back there. I gave the guy $150 for the frame just because it had the engine and stuff on it. And hopefully this electric mechanical fuel pump will work on it, and I won't have to spend $100 getting a... Why is that so blurry? Why are you guys so blurry in there? Anyway, I spent $100 on the electric fuel pump for Homer. Got my 38 Chevy home. That's kind of cool. I like that old truck. Anyway, it's going to get dark on me. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get that truck running tonight. I was kind of tired when we got home, but I got my second wind, and Digger can drive over to the parking area. I got my second wind, so I'm going to come out here and pull this mechanical fuel pump. I've had one of these just like this, that was on one of my old trucks, and I just took it apart and cleaned it up, put it back together, and it's still working good today on the truck that I put it on. So I'll get that off of there, and when I get home I'll probably set up some lights and get our moving van running, because, you know, the more I can get done in one day, the more progress we make. Got to get this engine covered up. Oh goodness, did not notice that. I'll put something over that. Can't have open holes on the engines, and this is a 1946 Chevy engine. And then when I return, we'll be back at the old place, and I'll set up some lights, and I'll do my best to get a Curtis. That's what Jamie calls the moving van, Curtis. She named him. I don't know why. It's Curtis, but it's Curtis. And we'll get that running. I've got Farmer John coming over tomorrow. He's going to spend the weekend with us and work all weekend up till Tuesday, I think. And we'll get some trucks moved, like that old 38 Chevy. It's got a really nice grill on it. Anyway, I got to get to work. Well, I got my crusty old fuel pump off of that frame and put power to it. I stuck a battery down here and ran power to it, and it doesn't work. So, which, you know, you get a electric fuel pump off a 1946 frame, you got to figure it's a little old and might have been sitting there a while. So I'm going to have to take it apart. Usually there's something stuck somewhere inside of one of these, and get that to pump, because Farmer John's coming out tomorrow, and I told him I'd have a running, driving, moving van for him to wash up and get ready to move stuff. And you know, it's $100 if you go down to the auto parts store and get a new fuel pump like I did for my dump truck. But we could do that and save some time, but sometimes you got to do a little work to save some money. So I'm going to take that apart. Wish me luck, and hopefully we can get a heartbeat out of it. Anyway, I had this buddy, his name's Jack, he's a family friend, that he was one of my mom's best friends. And last time I saw him, Jack was fine and dandy on the 4th of July, and then next time I saw him was the week before Veterans Day, and he died the day after Veterans Day. Next time I saw him was the week before Veterans Day in the VA hospital in Vancouver, Washington, and he didn't look good. But he did accept the Lord as his Savior. He did pray with me and accept the Lord as his Savior. And the previous time I had asked him to say that prayer with me, he told me to F off. So I'm glad he didn't tell me to F off that time. I feel better about Jack. Good guy. Anyway, little shout out to Jack Cannon, a friend of my family's. That I got to take this fuel pump completely apart to get it to work. And I've been hauling the tool bucket around for a while, and I use my tools every day. I get tired of emptying the bucket out. I got this toolbox here. I got a couple other things. My mom, Jack, spent a lot of time with her. She knew what he wanted done. They had plenty of time to talk. So, but she spent a lot of time cleaning out his place, and there were a few things that she gave me, and one of them was this toolbox right here. Other thing, we're going to walk through my messy garage real quick, but another thing Jack had was this old turntable right here that was going to get tossed out and thrown into the Goodwill, and it's a Kenwood, and I'm going to clean that up and get that working, and also his speakers, old stereo speakers. And I know Jack used to love to listen to albums, and my goal is one day not too far from now, to have that phonograph and his speakers set up in my shop and listen to some of his music, because she has some of his albums too. But right now I'm going to take this old plastic toolbox, there's nothing in it, and just put my day-to-day tools that I use every day in it, so they'll be dry and easier to carry. And then I'm going to tear the fuel pump apart and keep moving forward. A little shout out to Jack Cannon. Good guy. Gonna miss you. Peace out. Anyway, that only took about 10 minutes. So, transferred from the tool bucket to the toolbox from my buddy Jack. And yeah, that's just temporary, you know, but it's better than the bucket. And I have been using my tools every day, and I have a lot more room to put all those tools that I wish I had with me on my day-to-day stuff while we're moving. And I'll get to work on that fuel pump. The first time I asked Jack to pray with me to accept the Lord as a Savior, we were at a party and he told me to F off. And I said, oh, well, you know, that's your choice, Jack. And because that's what you got to do. You know, people, you can't make anyone believe anything or force anyone to do anything against their will. You just be their friend and live your faith. But I'm really glad he didn't tell me to F off the second time when he was laying in that hospital bed. Just for me, and I'm not saying anything to anyone, except I just feel better knowing that Jack did that, and that he meant it when he said it. Oh, anyway, I'm just putting new leads on. I've got the fuel pump put back together. I took it apart, cleaned it up, found a stuck valve in it, and so I'm putting new wires and leads on it so I can just take it over to the truck and bolt it on if it works. So it's getting a little late. I did put some new leads on the fuel pump, and I did already check it out, and it does seem to be working. It's better than what I had going on before, but like I said, it's getting late. So I'm just gonna well, first I guess I got to give this a pump test, but I'll do that, and if it does pump, I'll go mount it on the truck, and then we'll just fast forward to me putting a battery in the truck, putting this fuel pump in the truck, and hopefully getting the truck running. I'll come back if I get it running, do a quick video before I sign off. I'll be back. Anyway, I gotta stay up and get Curtis running tonight because Farmer John's coming to spend the weekend with us. He decided it'd be better for him to spend to move in with us temporarily and earn a good wage for a little while, right?
Does he know that he's driving this?
Well, no, he's not driving it, honey.
Oh.
He's cleaning it tomorrow.
Oh, I thought he was driving.
That's why I'm getting it running. This is a moving van that Jamie and I bought, what, 2 years ago? Maybe more? And these guys, it was in a wrecking yard that these guys were selling all these old cars out of. And you guys, we've got hundreds of hours, well, we've
Pretty
got probably
much.
about 100 hours of video
2 months.
from buying cars out of that wrecking yard and salvaging parts and everything. But Curtis was blocking one of their roads, and they had been trying for, what, a month to get him running?
Yeah.
Something like that. And they said, if you want it, it's $1,000. So I bought it, and I got it running. And the minute I had it fired up, they came literally out of the woods and immediately started treating us differently and tried to keep this truck.
Yeah, they sabotaged it and pilfered all of our parts that we took off, and
But we got Curtis, and
Curtis was a good thing.
yeah, and he helped it. It's one
He's
of my,
got a Volkswagen coil on him.
No, he doesn't.
Remember I got it out of a Volkswagen Scirocco?
You did.
I did.
You did. I forgot. Sorry. Right now, he's hugging the Love Boat a little close over here, and in order to hook his fuel tank up, I have to get the door open over there, which isn't going to happen. So you'll see one of my custom racing fuel cells that I often use just to get a vehicle running and moved to where I need to get it moved. And right now, all I need it to do is back up to the garage so Farmer John can clean it tomorrow. So that's what we're going with. And a few other things I got to do to it. But I will. Yeah, don't drink this water.
Don't drink the water.
Gonna get Curtis running. I'll come back and do a short video when I have him running. And then I'll be uploading, and then tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's an exciting day. What happens tomorrow, Jamie?
I get my hair done.
And what else happens tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow?
Oh, you're gonna go sign papers on our property.
Yes, we're making the down payment on our property and signing the contract.
Yes. You're so cute. Look at you.
God is good.
God is great. And people are crazy.
Yeah, but the guy that we're getting our property from ain't crazy. He's just cool.
Yeah, he
Right.
is.
Real cool
Yes,
guy.
he is.
And he saved it for us and has worked with us. And tomorrow we're going to pay him and
Doing it.
sign on the dotted line. And we're excited about that. And we'll get Curtis running, and it's raining, and I got to go to work. Classic Truck Rescue, Rick and
So-and-so. Jamie.
peace out.
Bye. I was just spying on you.
All right, I'm
Okay.
going to work. Hark. What is that I hear? And what are those strange lights in the distance? Those are Curtis's cab lights. This is good. This is a very good moment. This old moving van hasn't moved in, well, I guess a year and a half. Bought it out of a junkyard. Guys couldn't get it running. And this choke's probably not set right or anything. I still got to dial them in. But this is Curtis, our moving van, and this will save us a lot of money. And this guy runs pretty good too when he's running. He's a little grumpy, his leg. Had to do a little more than I anticipated to get him running, but good old moving van. Farmer John's going to be out here tomorrow, get this cleaned up for me, and he cleans up pretty good too. And he's got a huge box on the back and a lift gate, which I hope is working now that he's running. Put all new oil in Curtis. I'll deal with his fuel tank tomorrow. I already put a new fuel tank in him. when I first got him, and it's not hooked up right now because I couldn't get in between these trucks to get the passenger side door open to hook that up, but I will hook it up tomorrow. But the good news is I can back it out of here, hopefully, and get Farmer John started cleaning it up, and oh, liftgate's not working. Okay, gotta figure out what the deal is there. I've got to have my liftgate. Matter of fact, I can't even move it until I get my liftgate going. Check lens cover. My camera told me to check the lens cover. It's just dark. And the problem I have is my moving van is running really well, but the liftgate, I don't know if you can see it. Better check my lens cover. It's late. But the problem is the moving van is running really well, from what I can tell. But the liftgate is smack dab on the ground, and I have to lift that before I can see if the truck moves under its own power. And I've said before, I'm no electrical genius, but I know this. That's the wire going to the liftgate, and that's the positive battery terminal. So I'm thinking if I'm losing that much power between this battery post and this wire has to go about 30 feet back to the liftgate. So I'm going to take 2 pairs of vice grips, break this bolt off, clean this terminal up, maybe put new terminals there, and put a new bolt in there, and I bet the liftgate will work. It's been a long day, and I'm tired, and it is cold out and wet. And my hands did take a beating today. Well, Ron kind of tricked me. Said I was a sissy for wearing gloves. And then he copped to using gloves when he's working with cables. I think he just forgot to bring his gloves out today. I showed up to get that truck. That's what I think, Ron. I like Ron. Also, you guys missed it because Ron is kind of camera shy. Or he might be camera wise. But he's one of those guys that if he doesn't want things filmed, you don't film, you shut the camera off. But Ron showed me some cool stuff today. That guy is very innovative. He showed me how to make my own basically lumber mill today. I thought that was pretty cool. And he's a good dude. He is a good guy. Got a lot of fresh connections going on here. I'm thinking we're gonna have some liftgate action after this. Yeah. Got some good smashing going on right there. Good smashing. Okay. Extra stuff. I might have to address this ground cable before we have any success, but let's go see if we got liftgate. That'd be nice. And I could go eat and go to bed. That would be good. Gotta go put my toys away first. Well, my headlight stopped working and I did cheat. On the way back from putting my tools away, I couldn't help myself but pull the lever, and you guys aren't going to be able to see this. But we guessed correctly, because I'm back here at the back of the moving van and pulling the lever for the lift gate, and that's what we want to hear. Curtis doesn't have dash lights. Oh, he's got a heater control light. Oh, he's got wipers. Oh, that might have been a bit much to put on him right now. Classic Truck Rescue. Got Curtis, my moving truck. Got in and driving good. Took him for a test drive out back. Need to do a little work on the brakes. John's going to do it. Farmer John's going to be out here tomorrow and clean it up for us. I think I got my lift gate working good. Yep, goes down. That'll be very helpful. Amy will like this. Give her a lot of help with the house. And it goes up. That's the most important thing. Not really a lift gate if it doesn't lift. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right on. Good to go. Long day, but this is good. Needed to get this whole anchor running. Gotta dial it in a little bit. Probably need to adjust the carb. Do a couple other things to it. But yeah, ran and drove real nice. Classic Truck Rescue. Hey, I can't wait till I get done doing all this moving work and I can design my logo for Classic Truck Rescue, which is going to feature Homer and Marge pulling an old truck, maybe like a 38 Chevy, and plaster that all over the side of this truck. Anyway, I'm going to bed. Classic Truck Rescue, peace out. Classic Truck Rescue. Doesn't even look like I put a dent in it, but I see it thinning out a little bit. Moving that box van gave me a perfect place to park Homer and Marge. Right there. Yep. Where it's not blocking everything and taking up room. Anyway, we're working on the getting stuff out of the hot rod barn today. Farmer John came over yesterday. Oh, yesterday I signed the papers on the property. We own our property, so that's cool, especially since I've put all that time and work and money into it. But Farmer John did a really good job of cleaning the box van. It actually looks kind of respectable. Old Curtis. He named this guy Curtis. And cleaned up good, running and driving real nice. The lift gate's working perfect, so this is a very welcome addition to our arsenal of tools for moving. And when I bought this, I kind of had second thoughts about it. And do I really need a big moving van? And for what I paid for it, I paid $1,000 for it. And for what I paid for it, I think it's going to earn its keep right now. And because we did shop around for moving vans and moving services, and I think between Curtis and Farmer John, we're going to save a lot of money. John's going to be able to make some money. Farmer John, what are you doing back here? Farming. You're up in the hood. Farmer John's up in the hoods. Tons of them. Anyways, he's taking. I had a bunch of fenders and stuff in this moving van. He took and compacted them all, stacked them up towards the front of the moving van so we'd have room to get a bunch more stuff in there. Right now, I got a customer on his way over, and local guy, he's working on a project, and he needs a dashboard for his truck. So, and I've had a lot of people ask me how to remove these dashboards, because it's common for them to be all cut out there in the center where this one's not, and replace it. And it is kind of tricky. It's not super difficult, but you definitely, it's something you want to do right the first time, because you only get one chance. Anyway, I'm going to do a video, so it'll be 55, 59 Chevy and GMC truck dashboard removal video, but I'm not going to make that right now. Right now, I'm going to go out back, and there's a lot of stuff to move in here, but we're going to move it. I'm going to go out back. Classic truck rescue. It's a monsoon. Actually, it's not monsooning right now, but there's been a lot of water. Whole Portland metropolitan area is flooded. Got the stuff going on where you got water coming out of manhole covers and stuff. Anyway, we still got to move. We got a little more time now. Just talked to my lawyer. Apparently I got till the end of December to have everything moved, and I'm good with that. That will work, because I'm way ahead of the game now with my moving van up and running. Anyways, we decided to quit wasting money. There's a lot of good spots, and I feel like the work that we did out here was good and very beneficial, but there are some problem spots that I've identified, and Jamie went and got 2 rolls of this here stuff that we're going to apply. So this is underlayment, goes under the gravel. I know I should have put it down first, but hey, I had to do what I had to do, and at least now I know where I really need it. I think I got about 1,000 feet there. So I'm going to put it on the areas where I need it, such as like right there, on this corner right here, up in there. And this part really never got any gravel. It got like a half a load one day. I'm going to go ahead and go get punkin. I'm going to smooth this out, because this is the route you want to take when you're bringing big stuff in, because you don't have to make any sharp curves. So I'm going to get pumpkin, smooth this out, put some of that underlayment over it. And when Jamie gets back, I'll spread some gravel on top of our rough spots, because we're supposed to have another week straight of rain out here. And like I said, there's a lot of flooding going on in the Portland area right now, and we can't stop moving because it's raining. Got to keep moving. But as you can see, there's a lot of good spots on my roads too. I think we did a pretty good job for the time that we had, and doing it ourselves with our own old antique equipment. I'm kind of happy with our roads, but I'm gonna address these soft spots, and we'll just keep building. That's what you do, right? You identify a soft spot, you fix it. So we'll work on that today. I'm gonna go back and show you the those things are heavy too, so I gotta drop it in the right spot, unroll it. Maybe I'll stick one of those on the back of pumpkin. Yeah, up on the scraper blade. I'll figure something out. But I'll be back and show you the stream. Oh, and my buddy Matt, that some of my viewers might have remember from my first video out here, from the first day I came out here. I met one of the neighbors. His name's Matt. We spent a little time together today walking around, and he assured me that the condition of the stream right now is about as high as it gets, unless it's a 100-year flood like we had in '96. But I feel pretty good about it if he's saying it's a flood where it is now, because we're not really in jeopardy, and a lot of roads are flooded out. So let's go check that out. Kind of like this stuff, underlayment, and it makes perfect sense. Anyway, Jamie's not back with that first load yet, but she hasn't been gone that long. Just wanted to show you. You lay this out and you can kind of bend it around your curves and everything, and then I throw rocks on it down there to keep it from blowing around. But I'm gonna disregard this low area right now, because that's not really where I want to be driving in with the tow truck and Marge the trailer. with trucks loaded on. I want to come this way, and like I said, we never put any real rock in here. Half a load, I think, one day, and it's basically just mud. So I'm going to go back there, grab my orange pumpkin tractor, come out here, smooth this out, and continue with this roll, just going right here and around these gentle bends and back to the parking area back there. Yeah, this is a bad corner. You can actually hit this corner and turn your wheel and you'll keep going straight, but we're going to fix that. I think this underlayment will be a good thing out here. Hopefully I'll have enough on that roll to get up to where the road's good again up here, and this won't need much touch up back here. I already put some big rock down around the corner and stuff, but yeah, that's a mess and it needs to be dealt with because we got big trucks with heavy loads that need to go right there. So I'll continue up to here. What heck, I'll just keep going because I see another soft spot starting right here behind the truck. But we're pretty good on this corner, and there are only a few areas back here that are bad, and it's been raining along for a while, for about a week, and so I'll probably put a stretch right there where it starts to get a little low, but it's still pretty solid up here on the high spot, and then in the middle out there by the containers, because I do need to turn trucks around there and back up to the containers. Curtis brought his first load out here, trying to get him unloaded, but I didn't want to jockey it around in these low spots, and it's real muddy right here in the center. What's kind of cool though is back there where I've got him parked, it's real solid, and that's where my temporary workshop's going to be after I put a roof on those things. Anyway, wanted to show you the river real quick, or not the river, the stream. I don't know, 12, 15 feet above the water. So if this is flood conditions, I'm good with that. Let's go look at the river. I love it out here. Just awesome. Nature's awesome. Anyway, we'll go down to the river. Oh wait, we'll go down to the river later because I've got to get back to work on the road. It's easy to get sidetracked out here. Can't wait to have all my stuff out here and Jamie out here and just be able to work out here. That'll be neat. Yeah, I'll go back to work on my roads. Yeah, I was smoothing the gravel out with pumpkin. It looks like I found some tack for Jamie for her horse. Anyway, got it smoothed out. Jamie just showed back up with a bullfrog dump truck with a load of gravel. She actually did that pretty quick. But I smoothed this area out over here the best I could because it's soupy in there. And now I'm going to roll the underlayment over that and proceed. And things should get better. I think it'll work pretty good. Here, honey, trade me for a set. Jamie, that was pretty quick.
Yeah, I told him, like, I'll be back for 2 loads.
All right.
So he gave me all your receipts. He's like, here's all Rick's receipts. Told me to hold on.
Yeah, put those with the property file. I'm trying to keep this shaped like I got it, honey. No, that's good. It looks good.
With all the wrinkles?
Well, sometimes you have to put a wrinkle to make it turn.
Think 2 rolls will be enough for us? What? You think 2 rolls will be enough?
It'll certainly be better than what we had. So, just like everything else I've done on this property, I've discovered that there's a learning curve to putting down layment under your gravel. The first thing is, don't just take your roll and then roll 1,000 feet of layment, because the wind will catch it and it'll start blowing all over the place. And don't do this either. Don't get frustrated because the wind's blowing your layment all over the place and just dump a bunch of rock, because now I got to pull all that tight, which is okay. I didn't want it blowing all over the place, but I've been going down the front part of it, pulling it tight. And it is a good idea to, after you lay out, say, 100 feet, to put a light sprinkling of gravel over it, because this is the area I still have to work on. But up here, I just had a sprinkling of gravel. Even if you make little piles like that, you can pull your layment tight, your underlayment tight, and just kick rocks around on top of it, and then it doesn't blow all over the place. So we're just going to slow down a little bit, focus on the second part of the driveway, which was the first place we had an issue. And I'm going to back the dump truck right up to there where I finished pulling it tight. There's Jamie. She loves that air horn. I'm going to back the dump truck right up there and just start dumping it there, and we'll focus on one area at a time. Yeah, she likes that dump truck. It's running really good, by the way. Oh, bullfrog. And she do like the air horn and the air brakes. She talks to that truck. That's my girl. Back from the quarry with another load of gravel. I did order gravel. Well, we sure appreciate you bringing that on out here for us, ma'am. You look kind of cute in that big old antique dump truck. What? You want to trade? All right. I just started filming when you pulled up, honked the air horn. I go, and there's Jamie.
Was that my quickest trip yet?
That's pretty good. She is doing good.
Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow.
Look, we're just going to focus on short areas at a time, because I notice when I get a little gravel on there, I can kick it around and it keeps it down. So I'm just going to back the dump truck up there to where it's flat and spread it this way, and then I use pumpkin, and we'll just keep doing it like that.
I like this.
You like?
I like underlayment, dump trucks, and gravel. And
Here you go.
Hey, his license plate says hers on it. HRX. Hers. Not his, hers. I love that truck. We like trucks. All the Dodges and the Fords and the Chevrolets. His license plate says hers, not his. HRX, hers. Oh, his greedy bar came out. I might have been going a little fast. They do have a reputation. His greedy bar came undone. Wasn't because I was going too fast. Come on, Bully, get her done. Oh, he's not. Okay. He's pretty darn close. Darn thing. Stop. Stop kicking my truck.
What?
Stop kicking my truck.
I can't hear you.
Stop kicking my truck. Stop kicking my truck.
I needed a good kicking. I had to get the tailgate close. Jamie goes tracking out back. It's gonna get dark pretty soon. He's gonna jump out of a tree and get you. Oh, you are a cougar? Okay. Anyway, gonna jump on pumpkin. Spread that stuff out a little more. I can see where we need a full day of bringing in gravel, and since we just found out we're good to go on being moved in by the new year. Yeah, I like that. And a happy new year it will be. But since we got a little time, I'm gonna go ahead and fix these roads up and make them big truck friendly. So, going to work, classic truck rescue. Thanks for sharing the rain and wind and cold with us, and we'll be back. I don't know if anyone will be able to see this, but this is a spot that Jamie and I always go down to at the stream.
That's where Bigfoot was, right there that day.
Yeah, that's where Bigfoot was walking up there.
This is where the little dam was, where we crossed and cut.
Yeah. That's our little stream. It's still way below any level that would cause us concern, but wow.
This was all a bank, all the way up to that hump right there.
Yeah, we usually stand on that hump right there.
Wow.
We usually stand right out there. And
This is cool.
let's go down to the river.
This is so neat.
Wow. That's a river. I just stepped out here and there was a huge log. I mean, it was like a redwood went drifting by. This is good though, because this is kind of cleaning our property off for us. All this debris being washed out of the stream and the riverbed. Couple of logs hanging. You know what? I could probably use those. Gonna have to bring Homer fish. Honey, we're gonna have to bring Homer fishing out here. Catch us some logs. Wow. Just whipping those logs around like they're nothing. Holy cow. That's awesome.